Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. I hope everybody had a fabulous weekend. In today's video, I am sharing my October favorites. Since I somehow managed to skip this video last month, I have a couple older favorites, some new pieces that I recently picked up and I'm very excited to share. And I managed to keep this list from becoming just overrun with holiday launches. So I promised to share some new things that I haven't mentioned before. If you're new here, welcome. I am so happy to have you. This is our pink, sparkly, positivity-filled bubble on YouTube where we talk about luxury, beauty, fragrance, and so much more. So if that sounds like something that interests you, go ahead and subscribe right now and hit the notification bell. I know it may look like I'm wearing a blanket, and that's because I basically am. This is a new cardigan that I picked up at Anthropologie. They had an amazing sweater sale this weekend. Hopefully they'll do it again because I am obsessed with this sweater. They also have this in a cape, but I remember seeing this last year and I didn't pick it up because I thought it just wouldn't be practical for Miami, but when I saw the sale going on, I grabbed it and I love it. So I am so cozy, like a little polar bear over here. It is so soft and warm. A quick note right off the top for any of my South Florida ladies, if you know of anybody who lives in South Florida who might be interested, I'm going to be hosting a beauty event at Neiman Marcus in Bal Harbour on November 13th at noon. So it is smack dab in the middle of the day, but they're kicking off their big beauty event. So I'm going to be showing a demonstration. I'll be using some brand new skincare, some Chanel products, creating a holiday look, and there's gonna be sips and light bites, and it's just going to be a cute little gathering of ladies. So if that's something that interests you, send me a little message on Instagram just so I can sort of keep track and be able to relay that information over to them so we can kind of get a rough estimate of who's coming. But if you are in South Florida, come see me. We can talk about makeup and beauty in real life and it'll just be so much fun. Diving right into the favorites now, the number one product I have to mention is the Le Cotton from Chanel. This is something that is rarely available in store. I feel like it's never in stock. So whenever I see one, I like to pick one up. It's kind of rare occasion that I do find this. It's not something that I love so much that I'm gonna go out of my way to order it online. But we did recently get these in, so I figured why not pick it up. It's $20 for this huge box and it comes with 100 cotton pads. So is that expensive for a cotton ball? Yes. I don't really use these every single day, but if I'm making a concerted effort to go through my entire skincare regimen and I'm really doing the full thing, I like to use nice cotton pads. And I have heard of some people say that, you know, they cut them in half to make it go even further. So that is something that you could do. It's a really nice size for each cotton pad. If you want to cut it, you can. Otherwise, you know, you can just use one pad for your entire face, neck, chest, décolleté because it is so large. It is the softest, silkiest cotton. It is so smooth. It doesn't scratch the skin. There aren't any little hard particles that you're gonna find. It's just a very luxurious feeling cotton. So when I like to treat myself and, you know, do my whole entire skincare ritual, I like to use the cotton pads from Chanel. These next products I'm so excited about and I haven't really heard anybody talking about them. I think it must be because Charlotte hasn't really talked a lot about them on her Instagram page, or I haven't really seen them posted a bunch on social media or her website. But Charlotte Tilbury came out with false lashes and there are 4 styles. One of the styles I didn't really love, so I only picked up 3, but I really love them. I think they are so fun for the holidays. So this is the Cat Eye Corner Lash. I tried all of these on for you guys, so I'm gonna show you what they look like on the eye. These are so beautiful. You have to be careful that you put enough mascara on the inner eye so that it blends really nicely into that outer cat wing that it gives you. But this is the most natural of the styles, very beautiful. In fact, I saw those on one of my colleagues at work and it looked so great, I immediately picked that one up. I wasn't gonna get those either. And then the red carpet lash, this is my favorite. So if you're looking for a really high quality false lash to wear for a gala or a holiday party, something that you have going on, New Year's Eve, maybe if you're thinking that far in advance, the red carpet lash is so beautiful. And I believe these are limited edition. It's something that she came out with just for holiday. From what I hear, she's maybe testing the market to see if people are interested in this. So maybe they'll come back around, but I think this is pretty limited. I'll link them wherever they are available. But these are my favorite. The red carpet lash is so beautiful. The band is nice and flexible, but still sturdy enough, so they apply really easily. It's not like one of those false lashes where the band is super thick and really hard and it just comes up on the corners, and it's not so flimsy that you really can't get it to stay. Here I have the glamour lashes, so these are going to be the most dramatic of all of the styles available, and they are very dramatic. I think maybe New Year's I would wear these. I'm happy that I have them for any of those occasions where I do want a really dramatic lash, but I would say the red carpet is still my favorite. If you like really bold drama, these are going to be best for you. Something that's really cool is that, let me open this one up. They come with a lash glue, and the lash glue works really well. Okay, so this is what they look like. And then here's the little lash glue. So it's kind of like an all-in-one, and this little glue is reusable. I love these lashes. They're so easy to apply. They're so beautiful. I don't know why more people aren't talking about these, but I'm so happy that I picked them up. And I believe they are $17. So it's not gonna break the bank. Obviously you don't need to get 3 or all 4, but if you were gonna just get one, it's worth the money, worth the investment. This next product is from Guerlain, and no, unfortunately it is not their holiday collection. I ordered a few pieces what feels like an eternity ago. I know it was probably just a couple days. I keep checking the tracking information and that my packages shipped separately for whatever reason. I should have everything by midweek, so I'm hoping to do a little Guerlain review by maybe next weekend, as soon as possible, as soon as they arrive. But this is the Stunning Queen Rouge G lipstick case. This is something that launched last year, and they brought it out again in limited quantities. I thought it was going to be something they were saving for Black Friday, but my store received them and they only got 3. I picked up one of them because it is so beautiful. So this is what it looks like. It is all crystal, so sparkly and blinged out, and this is one of the cases that is interchangeable. So here I have another one of my Rouge G lipsticks. Very easy. They have the little mirror inside and a bunch of really gorgeous colors, and then you can just put the lipstick in your new case, and just like that I have my updated version. Let's just peel off the little sticker. Yeah, so it'll pop right open. I love these because they have the little mirror. It truly is the best little lipstick case. I mean, it is so practical. And the lipsticks are so creamy. They are very long wearing for a bullet lipstick. So it's one thing that the cases are great, but if the lipsticks weren't on par, it wouldn't be worth the money. But because the lipsticks are so great and so high quality, I mean, I think it's worth it to invest in a couple cases and a couple lipsticks. Continuing on with some new goodies, I recently acquired some new brushes. This is one that I was using in store for a long time, and I loved using this on clients. And finally, I just broke down and ordered one from Sigma. So this is the F79 Concealer Blend Kabuki. I usually use my tapered kabuki brush. I believe it is the F86, and I've used that brush for years, and I don't have any issues with it, but occasionally it gets filled with product and it's just a much more dense, kind of harder brush. The bristles, I mean the brush hairs are really soft. It's just so compact that it becomes a kind of hard after a couple uses, so I'm constantly washing it, and I feel like having a backup wouldn't be a bad idea. So because I've loved this so much, it's a little bit softer, less dense than the F86. It blends like a dream on other people, so I know I'll have the same experience. Right now they have a little kit or a little duo set with this brush and then the F80 flat top kabuki brush for foundation. This next brush is so soft. So this was sent to me complimentary from Pure to review, and it is a body brush, which I don't own anything like this, so I requested to review this product and I absolutely love this. This is like, it's honestly softer than this amazing little cardigan. It is so baby soft. This bristles, it's just so amazing. So I like using something like this for the neck, chest, arms. It's great for a shimmering body lotion, shimmering body oil, highlighter, anything that you want to kind of put and evenly distribute all over your arms, which I like to do that sort of thing for an evening out if I'm wearing a dress that's maybe off the shoulder or a blouse. That's something that's great. You could use this on your legs, and it's just so soft, so easy, and it's much better than using your hands and getting your hands filled with whatever the product is, or using one of your other makeup brushes that you usually use for your face. The Perfecting Body Brush retails for $32, so it's not crazy expensive. You can use it with creams or powders, so I like to use this to dust bronzer all over my shoulders. I can't get enough of this brush. I'm so happy that I finally have a brush like this. It's really good. Moving on now to some new fragrance favorites. These are from the brand Dossier, and if you have not heard of them, I hadn't either until recently. They are worth checking out, just trust me. So this is a brand that reproduces designer, luxury, very expensive fragrances at a fraction of the cost. They're all vegan, cruelty-free, the same quality, but you don't have the brand and the inflated price tag. So you actually have the option of picking up multiple fragrances. So here I have the Oriental No. 2, and this is inspired by Carolina Herrera's Good Girl, which is a fragrance that I love, especially for fall. So nice. I was not a true believer until I experienced the fragrances for myself. And they smell nearly identical to the original fragrance. I also picked up the Fresh Woody No. 5, which was inspired by Creed's Aventus, and the Fresh Floral 2, which was inspired by J'adore from Dior, another fragrance that is so classic that I love. And I feel like it's one of those fragrances that I can detect instantly and I know the fragrance. So I was very curious to smell this one and see just how similar it is. And truly, all of these fragrances do smell very similar to the fragrance that they're inspired by. If I didn't know otherwise, I would think that was J'adore. The other great thing about the fragrances is that they come with a little card that tells you a little bit about the brand, the fragrance itself, so you get the top notes. You also get a little sample of the fragrance, so you can try the sample first, see if it's something that you love. If you don't like it, you can send it back risk-free. I love luxury brands and collecting expensive fragrances, but sometimes I just want something that I can spray on and not feel really guilty about. I know my husband is one of those people who douses himself in fragrance, and I always sort of cringe because one, it's usually way too strong, but two, it just goes through them so quickly. So this is another great way to kind of save. Each of these bottles comes with 1.7 ounces or 50 milliliters. They have the notes and the name directly on the label. It's very minimal. Maybe you keep your collection of fine fragrances, but then also have some of these fragrances handy. They're better for traveling. They're great for spraying on just every day more liberally and really enjoying the fragrance without the cost. Now, of course, I have some makeup to mention. So I'm going to start with a couple pieces from Charlotte Tilbury, beginning with the Glowing Gen lipstick. It's what I have on my lips today, and this has been my favorite for the last couple months. It was definitely a September favorite. Even in October with all of the holiday releases, this is a lipstick that I grabbed a lot. I love it by itself. It is very creamy. It's kind of this pretty, tawny, deeper nude, but I also really love to top it off with the metallic beige Rouge Allure ink from Chanel. So this is a beautiful combination. It just gives it a beautiful, subtle gold shimmer on top, but even by itself, which is how I'm wearing it today, I love this lipstick. Another standout for me, the Legendary Lashes mascara from Charlotte Tilbury. I have tried their full fat lashes, I've tried a couple other ones. This is by far my favorite mascara from Charlotte, and I suppose because anytime you open a new mascara, it feels like the best mascara ever. This just has really stood out as being an incredible mascara compared to all of the ones that I've been using recently. On a daily basis, when I'm headed to work, this is the foundation that I usually grab, and I love the way it looks. It is truly one of my favorites. It's not incredibly heavy. It's not a full coverage foundation the way their Airbrush Flawless Filter Foundation gives you almost that flawless mask of a foundation on your face. But it helps even out my complexion a lot more than a tinted moisturizer or just a CC cream. So I wasn't sure where this foundation would stand in my rotation whenever they did come out with their new one, but The Charlotte Tilbury Magic Foundation, it's kind of their classic, and it's still one of my favorites. I already mentioned the metallic beige because it goes so well with the Glowing Gen lipstick, but this is truly a standalone favorite because it looks beautiful topped on absolutely everything. Any lipstick. It's not one that I wear alone, but this just adds a little shine and a little gold sparkle to absolutely everything. So it is worth looking into. The metallic red is my favorite standalone of the metallic inks, but this beige is so beautiful. It is very thin. It just gives a light veil of shimmer over any lipstick. So pretty. And then my favorite red is the 847 Majestueux from the Chanel Holiday Collection. I could rave about this red. It is so beautiful. It, of course, comes in the gorgeous limited edition packaging, so it would be tough to do this favorites video without mentioning a couple pieces from Holiday, and this is one of my favorite holiday pieces that I've picked up this year. Along with a couple palettes here, I tried to narrow down the list so it wouldn't be just everything that I've already purchased from Holiday and shared with you guys. Both of the Dior eyeshadow palettes are definitely favorites. The Happy 2020 Party in Colors, and then the Celebrate in Gold. This is your wearable, beautiful smoky eye for an elegant evening palette. And this is your fun, do something a little bit crazy, pop of color palette. Both are so beautiful. I mean, you can create beautiful eye looks with both of these palettes, so I've been grabbing these a lot lately. And then from Chanel, of course, I had to mention the beautiful metallic peach highlighter. I love the little design embossed on top. The color of this highlighter is really stunning. I think it's going to suit most people, so they did a beautiful job coming out with something that works well on just about everybody. And then the eyeshadow palette is very beautiful. I've recently been getting a little bit of wear out of this and playing around with it. I still have to come up with a couple looks and maybe do a video, a get ready with me, or do something to showcase how you can use this palette in different ways because it is really quite special, really beautiful. And that completes my October favorites video. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Leave me your comments or questions down below. I love hearing from you guys, so be sure to share your October favorites down in the comment section so we can keep the conversation going there. As always, I will be linking all of the products mentioned, everything that I used today on my face, down in the description box for your convenience. I have so many fun videos planned for this week, so you don't want to miss out. Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell.